talk a little bit about the seller's property disclosure. What can the buyer expect for this date?
So the seller, let's start with what the seller's property disclosure is, and then talk about the deadline a little bit. So the seller's property disclosure is a form in which the seller fills out, which is everything that they're supposed to know about the property. So if there has been flooding in the basement, or if there's other material defects about the property, they are supposed to disclose that on the seller's property disclosure and provide that to you. Now, not all sellers will fill out a seller's property disclosure. It's not mandatory. It's in the listing contract whether they're going to fill one out or not, and if one is available, then they will post it up for us to review. A lot of times we can get that even before the offer so that you can get a good idea of what the seller knows about the property. Now, not all sellers fill that out correctly. There's things that they forget about, sometimes conveniently, that may have happened with the house that they do know about. So you don't want to rely on that totally. But the deadline is the date in the contract in which the seller will provide that disclosure to the buyer.
So the buyer wouldn't want to forego an inspection just because they get a seller's property disclosure.
Right. So the same with a pre-inspection on the property. You may still want to do an inspection depending on who did it. But the seller's property disclosure, again, is what they know about the property. What an inspection is looking for is all the things in which are not known about the property. Things that the sellers may not know at all. Maybe a leaking fitting underneath the cabinet that has caused some mold issues or caused some deterioration, and the seller had no idea it was there. They wouldn't put it on the seller's property disclosure, and it would be something that an inspection would need to catch.